Crazy Eddie reporting for the Truth Radio, February 2nd, 2023. So, if we remember back in August 2020, Kyle Rittenhouse, a then 17-year-old from Illinois, made headlines after he shot and killed 2 people and injured a third during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The protests were sparked by the police shooting of Jacob Blake, a black man, several days prior. Now, Rittenhouse is facing a lawsuit from the families of the 2 people he killed, Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum, as well as from a third, the one he injured, Gaige Grosskreutz. The lawsuit alleged that Rittenhouse acted recklessly with negligence in using a deadly weapon during the protests, causing deaths and injury, of course. Rittenhouse has been charged with multiple crimes in connection with the shooting, including first-degree intentional homicide. His defense team argues that he acted in self-defense, claiming that he was chased and threatened by protesters before the shootings occurred. The lawsuit against Rittenhouse is a civil matter, separate from the criminal charges he faces. In a civil lawsuit, the plaintiffs must prove by a preponderance of evidence that the defendant was responsible for the harm suffered. If the plaintiffs are successful, they may be awarded compensation for their losses, such as medical expenses, lost wages, and damages for pain and suffering. The outcome of the lawsuit will depend on the specific facts and evidence presented in the court. Rittenhouse's criminal defense team is separate from the legal team defending him in the civil lawsuit, however. The Kenosha shootings incidents have received widespread media attention and have become a touchstone in the ongoing national conversation about race and policing. The lawsuit against Rittenhouse is one of several legal actions arising from the protests, and its outcome will likely have implications for future protests and the use of force by civilians. So this lawsuit is a separate matter from the criminal charges he faces. Just keep in mind, we do have the video available at the end of this one if you really want to see that. But it's a sad event. Should have never happened. He should have never been there at the shootings in the first place. That's a whole different topic. But we'll keep an eye on this and keep you posted. Crazy Eddie, Truth Radio, out.